Discover the KonMari method for packing with zippers, and learn how to use zippers to maximize space and organization in your luggage, from Marie Kondo herself. Marie Kondo's KonMari method emphasizes joyful, organized packing with zippers. The KonMari method involves packing clothes in zipper bags to maximize space. Zipper pouches help prevent clothes from getting wrinkled or creased during travel. Using zippers allows you to compress items, making luggage more efficient. Marie Kondo recommends folding clothes into small rectangles for zipper packing. By using zippers, you can easily categorize and access your belongings on the go. Discover the psychology behind loss aversion through the example of the prospect theory by Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky. Humans fear losses more than we value gains, a phenomenon known as loss aversion. The prospect theory by Kahneman and Tversky explains why we make irrational decisions to avoid losses. In a study, people preferred a 50% chance of no loss over a 50% chance of a $1,000 gain. Loss aversion is thought to have evolved as a survival mechanism to avoid threats and dangers. The pain of losing $100 is psychologically twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining $100. Understanding loss aversion can help us make more rational financial and life decisions. In 1511, the Portuguese ship Flor de la Mar sank off the coast of Malaysia, taking with it a treasure of gold, silver, and precious gems worth over $100 million USD. But where did it go? The Flor de la Mar was a Portuguese carrack ship that sank in 1511 off the coast of Malaysia. It was carrying a massive treasure worth over $100 million, including gold, silver, and precious gems. The ship was on a diplomatic mission to China, led by Afonso de Albuquerque, the Portuguese governor of India. The Flor de la Mar sank during a fierce storm, and its wreckage has never been definitively found. Many treasure hunters and researchers believe the ship may have sunk in the Strait of Malacca. Despite numerous searches, the treasure remains lost, leaving behind a legendary mystery. Watch as we celebrate Mark Spitz's incredible 7 gold medals, won in a single Olympics in 1972, a record that stood for 36 years until Michael Phelps broke it. Mark Spitz won 7 gold medals in a single Olympics, a record that stood for 36 years. At the 1972 Munich Olympics, Spitz achieved this incredible feat at just 21 years old. Spitz's 7 gold medals came from 7 events: 100 meters freestyle, 200 meters freestyle, 4x100m freestyle relay, 4x200m freestyle relay, 4x100m medley relay, and the 100 meters butterfly and 200 meters butterfly. Mark Spitz set world records in all 7 events, showcasing his dominance in the pool. Spitz's achievement in 1972 was dubbed the Magnificent Seven and made him an international sensation. Learn the essential skills to survive a plane crash in the ocean, from finding food and water to building a shelter and signaling for help. Over 95% of plane crash survivors die from drowning, not impact, so knowing how to swim is crucial. The first 72 hours after a crash are critical, with the highest chance of rescue during this time. Coconut water is a natural source of electrolytes and can be used to rehydrate after a crash. Building a shelter on higher ground can protect you from flooding and wildlife. Mirrors and shiny objects can be used to signal for help during the day, while fires can be used at night. Staying calm and conserving energy are key to increasing your chances of survival in a plane crash scenario. The zipper was invented by Whitcomb Judson in 1893, initially called the Curity fastener, and was first used on shoes. The zipper was invented by Whitcomb Judson in 1893, initially called the Curity fastener. Judson's early design was used on shoes, making it easier to put them on and take them off. The original Curity fastener wasn't a zipper as we know it today, but a hook and eye system. It wasn't until 1913 that engineer Gideon Sunback improved the design, renaming it the Placo fastener. The name zipper was popularized in 1923 when B.F. Goodrich used it for a new type of boots. The modern zipper, with its interlocking teeth, became a wardrobe staple in the 1920 seconds and 1930 seconds. Discover the world of entomophagy, the practice of eating insects, and learn about companies like Six Foods, which are farming and processing insects like crickets and mealworms into sustainable protein sources, and explore the environmental benefits of this emerging trend. Over 2 billion people worldwide already eat insects as part of their traditional diet. Crickets are a popular edible insect, with 60–70% protein content by body weight. Insect farming requires 12 times less feed than traditional cattle farming, making it highly sustainable. Six Foods is a leading company farming crickets for protein-rich food products like flour and bars. Eating insects could reduce greenhouse gas emissions by up to 90% compared to livestock farming. Explore how the effort we put into creating something, like building IKEA furniture, increases its perceived value due to loss aversion. The IKEA effect is a cognitive bias that increases the perceived value of something we've invested effort into. This phenomenon is rooted in loss aversion, where we fear losing our time and energy more than gaining rewards. In a Harvard study, participants who built a Lego set valued it 63% higher than those who didn't build it. The IKEA effect applies beyond DIY projects, influencing how we perceive the value of our work, relationships, and even ourselves. This bias can lead to an overestimation of our creations, causing us to overprice or overvalue them. The IKEA effect highlights the psychological power of effort and investment in shaping our effect. Witness the remarkable journey of Ryu Seung-min, a South Korean table tennis player who upset the Chinese dynasty to win gold in the 2004 Athens Olympics. Ryu Seung-min, a South Korean table tennis player, won gold in the 2004 Athens Olympics at just 21 years old. Prior to his Olympic victory, Ryu was ranked 36th in the world, a massive underdog against Chinese dominance. Ryu's upset victory was attributed to his unorthodox playing style, which included a unique serve and aggressive forehand. In the gold medal match, Ryu defeated Wang Lichin, a three-time world champion, in a thrilling 7-game comeback. Ryu's Olympic win marked the first time a non-Chinese player had won the men's singles title since 1992. Watch as we count down the top 5 teams with the most red cards in FIFA history, featuring notorious teams like Argentina and Brazil during their intense matches. Argentina has received the most red cards in FIFA World Cup history, with a total of 44 ejections. Brazil follows closely with 41 red cards, often due to intense rivalries with Argentina. The 2018 World Cup saw a record 22 red cards, with Uruguay and Spain contributing to the tally. Cameroon holds the record for most red cards in a single World Cup, with 7 ejections in 1990. French defender Marcel Desailly holds the record for most red cards in World Cup history with 2. A staggering 75% of red cards are given to defenders, highlighting their intense battles on the pitch.